Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pitchside podcast channel. I'm your host, the HOD of the PSP. Like, share as usual, subscribe most importantly to the channel, enable notifications to receive all the updates from this match recaps and all other content on this channel. Follow us on social media, site PSP on Twitter, Pitchside Pod on Instagram, and you can listen to more of the podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts or any other platform. And we're coming straight after the FA Cup big clash between Manchester United and Liverpool. And Man United managed to settle it 3-2. For them it was a game that is entertaining really. It was really better than the league game they had. Certainly the fact that it's a one-leg tie and it's a knockout system helped it really massively to be a game with massive stakes. Liverpool started, pretty slow in this game. I would say that the first 10 minutes were really rough for Liverpool. United caught them a couple of times behind the defenders and behind the fullbacks in particular. Robertson with twice Greenwood sneaking behind him and having some crucial chances to open the score early, but United didn't manage to do so. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had a clear game plan in his mind. I think since starting with Van de Beek, resting Bruno Fernandes, he knew that he wanted to pounce on the spaces behind Liverpool's fullback, and he set Greenwood and Rashford to do just that, with Cavani dropping in the middle and opening spaces for them as Van de Beek moves forward and pushes really Liverpool to press him and to try and mark Cavani. The movement was meticulous between the two wingers in particular, and Rashford and Greenwood. The first goal came from Liverpool, however, after they started dominating the game, started getting more possession. United's defence showing cracks once again. Luke Shaw getting pulled out of possession, despite the fact that he had a decent game, I think, otherwise, but he was pulled in the action of the first goal. Mo Salah finding the goal brilliantly, a chip with his right foot into the net, 1-0 Liverpool, and we thought, okay, this might open the door for Jurgen Klopp to execute his game plan and to have a proper shape to his game, but nope, it wasn't to be. Man United took the game again by the scruff of the neck, and 10 minutes later they managed to score the equaliser via a quick transition, and again catching Liverpool where it hurts, behind the fullbacks, behind Robertson in particular, with Mason Greenwood this time. Third time is a charm. Beautiful right foot finish into the bottom corner. It is 1-1 in the game, and Man United restore the parity. After that, it was a seesaw game. Liverpool had chances, United had chances. I would say United ended the first half on a high pretty much, really being the better side than Liverpool going into the break, and that looked like something that would motivate them to go at it in the second half and start from the off really strong. But it wasn't to be, Liverpool's game in the second half. United added the second goal very early by Marcus Rashford. Once more, a quick transition, and this time a mistake from the young Reece Williams. After the first goal was a mistake for judgment from James Milner, really, of judging the flight of the ball and making the decision to whether to head it away or not. Reece Williams judging the flight of the ball in a very wrong way, and Marcus Rashford ended up capitalising right behind him, sneaking in and scoring the second goal for United, giving them a very crucial lead into the 5 minutes into the second half. But Liverpool didn't stand on their laurels. They capitalised afterwards from a couple of mistakes in the defence of United, as well a giveaway pretty much from Edinson Cavani in the midfield after a couple of opportunities before that for Milner and Firmino to score, and Mo Salah back at it again with a beautiful finish again from him for the second goal for United, and it was parity restored. After that, United dominated the game, commanded the game, and Liverpool dominated the game, while United sat at the back and decided to pounce on the counter and tried to do so a couple of times. They almost found the space, but it wasn't to be. The finishing and the decision making was a little bit off the mark in the second half. Bruno Fernandes was introduced, and from there it was the normal change in the formation that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer applies really. United were full on counter-attack mode, and as Bruno Fernandes played in his sort of roaming role as a number 10/false 9, moving all over the midfield area as Liverpool tried to be quick, but they couldn't do it. They couldn't get inside the defence of Man United and kept rolling the ball around, crossing from right to left and left to right, as Salah, Firmino, Curtis Jones, Mane, who came on as a sub later on, didn't find a lot of spaces to invade behind United, who, credit to them in the second half really, and after the second goal, unfortunately, credit to them, they were really compact. They didn't allow a lot of opportunities for United to sneak in behind them, and it was a piece of individual brilliance giving them the lead 3-2 at 78th minute. Bruno Fernandes brilliantly placing the foul into the bottom corner. No chance for Alisson to save it. That was a very fine piece of individual excellence from Bruno Fernandes, making it 3-2, making his impact in the game as a sub, and from there it was United seeing off the game. They almost scored again as Cavani hit the post later on, and I thought to myself maybe Liverpool would punish them for that chance, but they didn't have exactly the most dangerous of opportunities after that goal, and United managed to see the game off and see themselves through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. It will be against West Ham in the next round. For Liverpool is just compounding the misery, compounding the pressure on Jurgen Klopp, the pressure on the players really, who seem to be hitting a dud at the moment. For United, it's just all the way up. Their performances are really great as of late, although not all individuals had a great game. In particular, Paul Pogba had a middling game. I thought Luke Shaw was really impressive, and Rashford, in my opinion, was man of the match until he was substituted. Bruno Fernandes came in and made his impact really well known, and I think overall Ole Gunnar Solskjaer managed his game really well, and literally, aside from the two mistakes that caused the goals for Liverpool, I would say they had a terrific defensive game. Aside from that, really, still Liverpool couldn't do enough, and they were too static at certain points of the second half, despite the fact that they had more possession, more chances in the second half, or attempts really, not dangerous chances. United defeat Liverpool, managed to stamp their authority in this rivalry for this season, and they go through over Liverpool. That has a lot of significance, and the way it happened certainly would fill the United fans with a lot of hope for the rest of this season. That's it for the game. Like, share, comment on this video what you think of the game, subscribe to the channel, enable notifications to receive the updates from these match recaps and all of the content on the channel. Follow us on social media, SidePSP on Twitter, PitchSideboard on Instagram, the links in the description. And from me, the HOD of the PSP, I will see you soon.